Many of these subjects can be thoroughly covered, easily covered with the help of maps, and the maps cover multiple different dimensions. Okay? And if you see the weightage of the mapping between the world and India, so it's 40:60. Okay, because आगे का location I am going to assume that you already know it. Okay, मतलब जब whenever let's say today we have covered Asia and Europe. Okay, so then we are discussing Africa and Americas. तो तब अगर कोई reference आया एशिया के ऊपर, यूरोप के ऊपर, I am going to assume once I am covered, it is done. I'm not going to repeat again. Then after Asia, एशिया का कुछ parts थोड़ा detail में दिया होगा. Okay, so there are different parts of Asia. Okay, that will cover it. Then Europe. यहाँ पर ये जो ट्रेंच है ना, ट्रेंच के बगल में तो आइलैंड होते हैं. Okay, so the formation of island arc. So these islands are all belonging to Japan. जापान का पूरा आइलैंड है. यहाँ तक आते आते देखो पूरा आर्क बन जाता है ना. Many of them are uninhabited island, मतलब कोई रहता नहीं है. So finally we are here for one of the most anticipated classes, mapping. And so I welcome all of you. In the next few series of classes we are going to cover mapping locations for 2025. So I said this is one of the most anticipated part for many of the students. The reason is the scoring part of mapping, you know. So if at all you have seen at least few previous years questions, so mapping contributes to a very good extent, and it is very easy to score in this part, right? And second thing is, this is very interesting part also. It's unlike the other subject study. So here it's more or less it's like a workshop, so where we are going to explore the world together, right? Honestly, if you ask me, this is one of the most enjoyed part of my teaching here at Vision IAS, and this is the 7th consecutive year we are doing this, and in my last 11 years of association with Vision IAS. So because, you know, earlier we used to give this exercise to the students and ask them to do it by themselves, and very rarely they used to do it and cover it thoroughly. So then we started this exercise of mapping part. And since then it has been a very good learning exercise for me also, as well as for the students, and it is based on the student feedback. So we are trying to keep it in the same manner as we are doing since the last few years. So before we start the mapping part, let me give you a brief analysis of the mapping area from UPSC previous year's questions. So any of you have seen this last week's open session which we conducted? How many of you have seen this? Okay. Few of you. I'll give you a gist of the session, and anyway it is there in the PPT which I'm going to show. So and I would strongly recommend you to go through that the session just to get a better idea of the mapping part. So what is this mapping? Mapping is basically representation of data information on map, right? And it's a very common misconception that it's only the subjects of geography and the topics of geography, you can link it through mapping. So there are a lot of other GS subjects which you can directly link through mapping, and it will be very helpful in the subject understanding also. Okay, so if you ask me the subjects of environment, international relations, and even security, disaster management, okay, so economics for that matter, many of these subjects can be thoroughly covered, easily covered with the help of maps. And the maps cover multiple different dimensions. So which has to be, covered in the sense that it's not just a kind of fact or information. Okay, so even UPSC has stopped asking those kind of questions. Okay, so just where exactly the location is there. It's more about the context, and it's more about the importance of the location, right? So in that context, we need to see the previous year's questions to understand the overall so the mapping section and the weightage of different sections and how to identify that. So when you go through this analysis, you will get a better idea. Okay, so before we do that, so let me just briefly tell you why mapping is important from prelims point of view or even from UPSC's point of view together. Okay, so first one is it's very high weightage in prelims. On an average, at least 10 to 11 questions will be there out of 100. Okay, so which you can directly cover from mapping. Okay, so I'm not saying those questions which are related to history, where there is some information and you will use map to remember that. No, I'm saying those locations which you can do it through direct atlas only. Direct atlas based mapping I'm saying. Okay, so that includes geography, international relations, environment, okay, so even some aspects of security also. Fine, all of this together, it accounts for nearly 10 to 11 questions, and all of these questions can be very easily done. Okay, so isko bahut easily aap cover kar sakte ho if you know, like if you understand the previous pattern and if you are able to recognize the important locations, okay, the significance of it. And compared to the other subjects, okay, so of course I have nothing against other subject, even I teach geography and environment here, it takes a lot of time, I agree. So but compared to other subjects, mapping is the subject where you give very, very less time and the scoring potential is very, very high. So that is, it's a very high efficient section. Okay, so in very less time you are able to score very high. Fine. So because बाकी सारा sections तो आप पढ़ते रहते हो, 2-3 textbooks होगा उसके अंदर. Okay, so फिर 2-3 महीने का classes भी होगा. Okay, so आप भी बैठ के तो अच्छे से revise करना है, multiple reading करना है. तो उसमें एक simple proportion. Okay, so if you ask me, so normally जितना एक subject में जितना लगता है, उसमें around 20% effort भी यहाँ पर लग गया तो आपका 10 question easily cover हो जाएगा. Okay, so that's why I usually have given this comparison. Even in that open session also I have given this comparison. So just to make you people understand the significance and importance of mapping. So if at all we have to compare the different sections of general studies, so with our cricket players. है ना? So almost like last 10 years of analysis लेके देखो आप. So polity is like our Rohit Sharma, Mr. Dependable. So one day में है ना. So return तो guaranteed है. So you invest, you will get the returns for sure. Environment is little bit technical, थोड़ा सा tricky है. So but if it works out तो पक्का तो मैच जीत जाएंगे हम, है ना? है ना, तो नहीं तो मुश्किल है ऐसे, राइट? सो व्हाट अबाउट आवर मैपिंग? So in my opinion, so mapping is like our thala, धोनी, right? So जैसे एंड में आएंगे, है ना, तो मैपिंग भी यूजुअली एंड में होता है और बहुत कम टाइम लगेगा मैपिंग में. सो जैसे धोनी ऑल्सो प्लेज वेरी फॉर लेस टाइम एंड ही गेट्स द मैक्सिमम रन and usually you can win match if it goes well, right? So it's a kind of game changer, right? Match winner, finisher. So mapping भी almost ऐसे ही है. If you give some effort, if you focus on this area, ठीक है, ये तो लास्ट ईयर का मीम है, तो थोड़ा सा नया बैच आया है, थोड़ा सा नया अपडेट करने के लिए एक और मीम बना के लेके आए हूँ आपके लिए स्पेशल, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये सब तो आज का जनरेशन है ना, तो उनको बताने का तरीका होता है. सो जो मीम्स देखते हो तो उनको तो ये सारा पता होता है. So this is something which I have specially made for you guys. So I can play again. So for that, this is for those who never watched cricket. Okay, so जो cricket में interested नहीं है उनके लिए समझाने के लिए बता रहा हूँ. So how significant the mapping section is. You need to identify the actual game changer. The actual game changer is mapping. Okay, so बहुत कम टाइम में आप बहुत ज़्यादा रिटर्न्स लेके जा सकते हो वहाँ से, ठीक है. So very quickly let me cover this the PYQ analysis part. So I have given you the last 10 years of mapping questions, so in the form of this graph, and here you can see on an average at least 9 to 10 questions are covered for sure. In the last 10 years, 95 questions have been asked. Okay, this one I have done it myself, separating those questions which are directly related to the maps. In fact, I have got a list of these questions also. I'll get this uploaded for you guys. Please go through this. Last 10 years of mapping questions. Okay, so in some years the number of questions have been less, in some years the number of questions have been more. Okay, so but on an average you can assume to be approximately around 10. Okay, 10 out of 100 questions you can for sure you can expect from here, mapping section. Fine. And talking about the different sections. So I have divided this entire mapping questions into a total of 7 sections. 3 from the world mapping, 4 from India mapping. The world mapping sections include the world political. So this covers all the questions related to the borders, the countries, seas, and any kind of locations which are in news. Okay, so just because they are just some kind of conflict is there, some kind of issue is going on. Okay, so some an international summit has happened. Everything is, I have put it in the political only. Okay, physical is about the physical features: mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, volcanoes, glaciers, all the important physical features. Economic is those locations which are related to the economic aspect. Okay, that is important resources. Okay, जैसे 2 साल पहले क्वेश्चन आया था regarding cobalt. Okay, so who is the largest producer of cobalt? You can easily cover through mapping. Okay, so it's not something which you can sit and mug up all the important resources and which all the countries produces. That is not possible. That is not required in GS. So what you have to do is make a simple map of all the major minerals and what are the top producers. Usually UPSC focuses on top producers only. Okay, so and recently established, so any kind of major industrial setup or transport corridors or ports, international ports, which are significant for India, all of this is covered as part of this world economic. So coming to the India part, we have the same India political. India political talks about the borders, the states, and the important locations. Okay, so the cities, capital cities, and other cities. India physical talks about the physical features of India. mountains, plateaus, plains, peaks, glaciers, passes, rivers, most importantly, lakes, wetlands, right? And also reservoirs, waterfalls, all of these physical aspects. And then I have separated environment from here. In the section of environment, you will find many questions which are related to the location of national parks, tiger reserves, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, most importantly Ramsar site. And in fact, you can also cover very easily if you can do this exercise of covering wildlife through maps. Okay, so I'll be covering that also. Important wildlife of India through maps. Okay, regional distribution. So that comes under India environment. India economic, the same aspect of India. So under India section. So sorry, the economic under India section. Okay, that includes resources, industries, transportation corridors, ports, airports, and all those economic related locations which are in use. Fine. And these are the different sections. We will be covering our class also through these sections only. Okay, starting from the world political and ending with India economic. If you see the weightage of this, you will be totally surprised to see that 3 sections carry the maximum weightage. Okay, so if there's total of 100%, these 3 sections carry almost 25%. What are they? World political, India physical, India environment. Okay, 3 sections will cover almost 75% of all the mapping locations. Rest everything together is all of this. World physical, world economic, India political, India economic. So people are more afraid of these only. Very less number of questions have been coming over there. People think that they have to mug up all the physical features of the world. Okay, सारा mountain, सारा rivers, world का सारा अब तो आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा, ऐसे बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Okay, so some of the important borders, some of the important areas where the current affairs is making them more relevant. They are in news for some other reason. So that is what is world political locations. Other than this, world physical is mainly few of the important mountains which you have to know. If at all you have studied geography, physical geography, you would be definitely knowing this like this. मतलब थोड़ा सा टिक टाक पढ़ा है तो ठीक है. So same goes with the economic. World economic is mainly related to current affairs. So यहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं है. So क्वेश्चन मतलब लोकेशन को आइडेंटिफाई करना ही बहुत बड़ा सा मेहनत है. Okay, so because when you open the atlas, when you go through the current affairs, when you go through the newspapers, you will find a lot of locations. You need to identify which one is important, which one is not important, and in that what exactly you have to remember. Okay, so if you are capable of doing that, the overall mapping exercise becomes very easy. Okay, so talking about the India physical is the most scoring part and very easy part, and always questions are going to be there. You know the best source for India physical? 11th standard NCERT. Okay, 11th standard NCERT, you have second part, India physical environment. That is the best source for India physical mapping, where most of the locations which are given over there, important mountains, plateaus, plains, okay, so and the peaks, everything is almost given there. In addition to that, you have to add something more. And most of this part is totally static only. They are not related to current affairs. And सबसे ज़्यादा important होते हैं rivers. Okay, rivers को एक बार आप thoroughly cover कर लिया, so वो तो done है. You need to cover it thoroughly. Important rivers, their tributaries, their order. Okay, so last year तो क्वेश्चन आया था order के ऊपर. If at all you have seen, I have given it directly. है ना? तो and then not only that, even the reservoirs, waterfalls. And now the question is becoming little bit complicated over there. They are trying to link the physical aspect with the environment. The national parks which are in a river basin. Okay, the rivers which are flowing through particular cities, like this interlinking has become important. But once you cover it thoroughly, it is not that difficult at all. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि हर साल नया rivers आ रहे हैं. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना. So it's not like that. So whatever the Indian physical part is there, if you cover it thoroughly, this is done. This is the one of the most scoring part if you ask me. India environment part, you can of course you can cover this through environment textbook या notes जो भी आप environment पढ़ते हो, उसके अलावा ऐसे mapping के through भी कुछ चीज़ें आप cover कर सकते हो. In the last 2-3 years, the number of questions related to the mapping in environment has decreased. But if you refer the last 10 years, you will get sufficient number of questions which are related to national parks, tiger reserves, biosphere reserves. Okay, so Ramsar site तो बहुत favorite है UPSC के लिए, prelims में भी पूछेंगे, mains में भी पूछेंगे. ठीक है, एंड दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू आस्क वेयर इज दिस साइट लोकेटेड, वो तो पुराना टाइम का है. दे विल आस्क द एसोसिएटेड characteristic features. Okay, so what kind of wildlife is there, whether it is a man-made or artificial. Okay, whether are there any rivers flowing through that. Okay, so उसको हम डिटेल में कवर करना है, environment related aspects. And then economic तो मैंने already बता दिया, this is more of them, more or less it is totally current affairs only. You don't have to sit and mug up all the important mineral का कौन सा है, mine कौन सा है, तो ये तो बिल्कुल नहीं करना है. वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक, इंडिया इकोनॉमिक दोनों करंट अफेयर्स के थ्रू ही कवर करना है. ठीक है. एंड इफ यू सी द वेटेज ऑफ द मैपिंग बिटवीन द वर्ल्ड एंड इंडिया, सो इट्स 40:60. 60% weightage goes to India mapping, 40% weightage goes to world mapping. मतलब on an average, if there are 10 questions, 4 questions will be there about world mapping, 6 questions will be there about India mapping, right? The important thing which you have to identify is its interdisciplinary nature, interlinking the different aspects, right? In addition to this, एक और चीजें मुझे बताना है. By mapping, you will be able to cover other subjects very easily. Okay, so for example, you are reading history. Without the idea of mapping, what kind of events you will be able to remember? कैसे याद होगा? Okay, बैटल ऑफ पानीपत चल रहे, पानीपत पता नहीं कैसे याद रखोगे? Okay, so वो पहाड़ में है या कोस्ट के पास में है, okay, या डेजर्ट के अंदर है. You should have that idea, right? Then only, if at all you are reading about the events of battle of पानीपत, you will be imagining, right? Events तो imagine, कहाँ पर imagine करते हो? You should have that idea of where exactly is Panipat, the location over there. If at all you are talking about the international relation between two countries, okay, India Afghanistan का बात कर रहे हो, Afghanistan कहाँ पर ये तो पता होना चाहिए ना. Okay, same is the case with disaster management. You are talking about the different zones of earthquakes, okay, different regions where the cyclones are possible. Everywhere, all these subjects which are related to the maps, through mapping you will have a better understanding. It will make that subject understanding easier. ठीक है. And also in many times, you know, even in interview also they have asked. Okay, so particularly those locations which are related to your home state. Okay, so whatever the important locations which are related to your home state, important national parks, important tiger reserves. Okay, if at all you are from Madhya Pradesh, okay, so the question can be asked, what are the important tiger reserves of Madhya Pradesh? बताइए. Okay, so or important mountains पूछ लिया. Okay, if you are from a hilly state, okay, so important peaks पूछ लिया. So there also the mapping is going to be very, very helpful. And in mains, of course, without maps you cannot do geography. Geography answer में तो maps होना ही चाहिए. Okay, so studying geography without maps is like learning music without instrument. तो क्या ही फायदा है, क्या सीखोगे, right? So mapping is like one of the most essential aspect if you ask me, जो सबसे most ignored है ना? तो इसलिए हम ये mapping classes करवाना चाहते हैं. So if you go through the PYQs, you will find two types of mapping related questions. One is static, another one is current related. Okay, so I have just given you one example. Just go through this example, you will get an idea. Okay, read the question carefully. What is the answer? ठीक है. So we'll get the answer when we cover India mapping. Don't worry about that. This is a PYQ. Anyway, PYQ is not going to be repeated. The point of analyzing PYQ is to understand the nature of question. The most important part. To understand the nature of question. Here you can see they have given direct locations related to the physical features of India. Different hills and their regions. Amarkantak Hills is at the location of at the confluence of Vindhya and Sahyadri. Okay, first of all, you have to know whether Vindhya and Sahyadri meets or not. Do they meet? अगर वो पता है तो ये तो गया first statement वैसे ही. You don't have to know where is Amarkantak. Second, Biligiri Rangan Hills constitute the easternmost part of Satpura range. Now, where is this Biligiri Rangan Hills? Why are they asking this? It's one of the important tiger reserves located at the junction of Eastern and Western Ghats. At the junction where both Eastern and Western Ghats meet, at that junction it is located. Ecologically very, very significant. BR Hills Tiger Reserve. And ये दिया है सतपुरा के पास में. Okay, ये तो बहुत दूर है. Sheshachalam Hills constitute the southernmost part of Western Ghats. Where is Sheshachalam Hills? Eastern Ghats, Andhra Pradesh. This is where we have Tirupati, Palkonda. Okay, so and Western Ghats का southernmost part is in Kanyakumari. दोनों बहुत दूर दूर है. Okay, you have the rough idea. This you can study through NCERT also. NCERT में आप पढ़ो तो मिल जाएगा. वही एक बार मैप में देख लो, बहुत easily याद हो जाएगा. Is that right? This is totally static in nature. The question is not inspired from current affairs. Okay, so maybe something is there in the news. कुछ तो news में होगा. Of course, you pick any question in UPSC and try to put it in the newspaper, you will find it. Okay, that is not we'll be able to target. We will not be able to target like that. ऐसे तो target नहीं कर सकते हो ना. ये तो बहुत easily NCERT से आप पढ़ सकते हो या इंडिया मैप उठा के आप देख लो मेन कौन कौन सा माउंटेन्स हैं, कौन कौन सा the hilly areas are there. Okay, तो उसका कौन कौन सा पार्ट्स है उससे बहुत easily आपको पता चल जाएगा. This is a question which is from current affairs. What is the answer? See, again, resources is one of the important aspects which you have to cover at the world level. While reading about the resources, do you think you will be able to cover all the resources and all the major countries which are producing? वो तो याद रखना थोड़ा बहुत मुश्किल है. एक बेसिक आइडिया कर सकते हो, what are the important minerals which are recently in news? Recently news में जो है उसको पकड़ो. And what are the major producers which are producing like 30%, 40%, 50%, the major producers, you take a world map, on that you mark it. This one you can shortlist using current affairs. Okay, so this is totally from current affairs in the context of EV, electric vehicles, and also in DRC there is a lot of environmental issues, social issues are going on in and around this mining region. So in that context question was asked. Okay, so it is very clear that we have either a map based question which is coming from the static part or it is coming from the current affairs part. So the weightage is almost 50-50. Okay, the weightage is almost 50-50. India physical completely the static part. Economic locations, world economic as well as India economic, it is completely current related. Okay? So in some location it's a mix of both. For example, world political mix of both static as well as current affairs. Environment is mix of both static as well as current affairs. You need to identify the important areas and then their relevance in terms of whether it is static part or current affairs part. Okay? I strongly urge all of you to go through this, so this link, I have given this link in this PPT only, I will be sharing this. And in that I have covered all the PYQs which are related to this mapping. In the last 10 years I have made a short list and I have also given the, so the PYQ questions also there in this YouTube only, YouTube link itself it is there. So because it will be very difficult to discuss along with the class. One or two examples I can show in between, but it is very difficult to cover all the 100 questions. That will take another extra class. है ना? तो हमारे पास जितना टाइम है उसको थोड़ा efficiently use करते हैं. If at all you cooperate, and better है कि like anyway before the next class we have some time. So if it is possible, please see this and come. Okay. So now based on the PYQ analysis, these are the important sections which usually focuses upon. Okay, I have given all those sections which PYQ has come. Okay, so for example, the political borders and the coasts at the international level, as well as at the national level, the states and their locations, and then the cities and their locations. Regions in news, both national and international, most important है. So पक्का एक दो question तो होता है. Okay, so either in the form of region and then country, they may not ask the actual news, or recently they started to ask the news also. Okay, location and what is the news, why it is in news. Okay, so let me show one or two examples here. For example, if you come to this question, okay, so ये question देखो. Country and reason for being in news. Argentina worst economic crisis. Sudan war between the country's regular and paramilitary forces. Turkey rescinded its membership of NATO. This is of recent trend where they have started to ask the reason behind the location being in news also. Okay, otherwise traditionally कैसे पूछते थे? So they used to ask just the location. Location and country. Location and country. What exactly is the reason? That is not required. Okay, anyway, since the questions have come, we'll go through both the reason as well as location. दोनों आपको याद रखना ही पड़ेगा. Okay, so and in IR related questions you have to remember few of the important groups. Okay, so जैसे GCC के ऊपर question आया था. Okay, so and also some of the recent organization, for example G20. Okay, what are the countries of G20 or European Union? What are the countries of European Union, like that? Okay, or NATO news में है तो NATO का countries कौन कौन सा है? You need to remember that, and that can be covered easily through mapping. And recently held summits and organizations which are in news. And physical का बात किया तो मैंने इसके बारे में बात किया है. So all the physical features including the water bodies, and when you talk about the environment, it is the national parks, wetlands, tiger reserves, etc. And economic related तो पता ही आपको, either related to resources or industry or transport corridors. ठीक है? So I'll get this PPT uploaded. You can make a note of that later. So the basic coverage, what we are going to follow, the method for class here is, I hope all of you have got Atlas here. है So Atlas, any Atlas is fine, whether it is Oxford or Orient Black Swan. Okay, whatever you have, it's fine. And last 2-3 साल का भी है तो भी चलेगा, ऐसे ज़रूरी नहीं कि हर साल नया लेना है. ठीक है, so ऐसे इतना तो ज़्यादा चेंज नहीं होगा. Okay, so and it's always better that you use the Atlas for mapping. ठीक है, so in addition to Atlas, keep a notebook. एक notebook रखना है. In that you are going to write down. There is no dictation here. Okay, there is no dictation. You are going to write down. What exactly you are going to write down? Okay, for example, we are starting with, let's say we are starting with Asia. Okay, I'm going to tell you the countries of Asia and surrounding. Okay, and their important capitals. Okay, so whatever the location I'm going to tell you, first you write the location, and next the significance. If you already know the significance, it's well and good. ये बहुत basic है, आपको पता है तो ठीक है. Otherwise ये important लग सकते हैं, question में आएगा तो लिखो. Okay, so location and then significance. Usually I'll give you only 1 or 2 points only, so that you can add later. हम बहुत ज़्यादा डेप्थ में गया तो कवरेज कम हो जाएगा. So मेरा आइडिया कवरेज एक्सटेंसिव रखना है. Okay, so because you know, so the mapping, once you know the location, half job is done. आपको recognize करना है, मैप के ऊपर recognize करना है तो half job वहीं पे खत्म हो जाएगा. फिर आएगा significance. Significance is what is important, what makes the location is important. Right? वो मेरा काम है, वो मैं बता दूंगा. But आपके तरफ से तो you have to be very very quick here. Okay, you have to be very quick. Keep the atlas and then notes. दोनों साथ में रखो. Atlas के ऊपर highlight करना है, notes में लिखते जाना है. ठीक है? I hope all of you have got dedicated notes for this. Okay, please maintain dedicated notes and leave some space in between. बहुत tightly मत लिखो, because when you revise current affairs, when you revise static part, so definitely you will get a lot of information to add. जितना आपको टेक्स्ट बुक से मिलेगा वो ऐड करने के लिए बहुत बढ़िया मौका रहेगा. ठीक है? एंड व्हाट इज द वे ऑफ रिवीजन, रिवाइज कैसे करना है? So, क्योंकि क्लास में तो बहुत मजा आएगा तो बैठ के कहानी सुन लिया फिर घर जाके भूल गया, ऐसे तो नहीं होना चाहिए. वॉट एवर वी आर गोइंग टू कवर टुडे, यू आर गोइंग टू गो बैक एंड रिवाइज टुडे ओनली. ठीक है? आज का आज ही खत्म करोगे तब भी इफेक्टिव रहेगा. And before coming to the next class, that is why we have sufficient gap. Usually in a week we are going to conduct only 1 or 2 classes, and a total of 8 classes are going to be there. Okay, so 4 for world mapping, 4 for India mapping, and most probably in a time period of 1 month we are planning to finish. Okay, so 4-5 weeks में इसको खत्म करने का idea है. So today whatever we are going to cover, next class is on Saturday. So before coming to Saturday, just briefly revise करके आना है. Okay, because आगे का location I am going to assume that you already know it. Okay, मतलब जब whenever, let's say today we have covered Asia and Europe. Okay, so then we are discussing Africa and Americas. तो तब अगर कोई reference आया Asia के ऊपर, Europe के ऊपर, I'm going to assume once I'm covered, it is done. I'm not going to repeat again. As I told you, my idea is to give you maximum coverage in the class. एंड कीप दिस इन माइंड, 100% तो याद किसी को भी नहीं होगा. ओके, सो दिस इज एन एफर्ट ऑफ ए डेकेड फॉर मी. ओके, सो बहुत टाइम लगा हुआ है, तो आपको मुझे मैच करने का जरूरी नहीं है. डोंट थिंक सर तो इतना बता रहे तो मुझे तो याद ही नहीं हो रहा है ना, तो ये कैसे, बहुत मुश्किल है. डीमोटिवेट नहीं होना है. इसमें आपको 50% भी याद हो गया तो काफी है. ठीक है. एंड योर जॉब इज नॉट टू रिमेंबर, माई जॉब इज टू रिमेंबर, योर जॉब इज नॉट टू रिमेंबर, योर जॉब इज टू recognize. That is what is prelims. The job is to recognize in the question what is the answer, and वहां पर वो मैप को विजुअलाइज करना है. ठीक है. So that is why revision is very very important here. And while revising, please use wall map जो आप लोगों ने लगाया है दीवार पे. सो लगा के भूल भी गए होंगे, है ना. तो ये तो वॉल मैप तो कंपलसरी सबके रूम में होता है. सो ए सिविल सर्विस एस्पिरेंट, इफ ही डजंट हैव ए वॉल मैप, ही पीपल विल नॉट बिलीव. तो अभी तो फ्री में दे रहा है, तो रूम के साथ में फ्री में आ जाते हैं. ओरन करोल बाग में है ना. सो क्या पर्पज है, व्हाट इज द पर्पज ऑफ दिस मैप? विजुअलाइजेशन. When you start to visualize the location on the map, it becomes very easy for you to remember. Because एग्जाम में तो कोई मैप तो नहीं होगा ना, तब तक तो आपके दिमाग के अंदर हो जाना चाहिए. दिस वॉल मैप, बोथ वर्ल्ड मैप एंड इंडिया मैप, दिस मैप शुड फिट इन योर माइंड. ये दिमाग में प्रिंट हो जाना चाहिए. वो कैसे होगा? डेली देखो 1-2 बार. See it on daily basis, at least 1 or 2 times, at least identify few locations. And while revising, please see the map and revise. ओके, सो यहाँ पर नोट्स रख दिया, ठीक है, एटलस के ऊपर मार्क किया है, एक बार पढ़ लिया, दोबारा जब रिवाइज करना है, सो जस्ट सी द एटलस एंड ट्राई टू रिकलेक्ट. ओके, ये यहाँ पर है, एटलस माउंटेन यहाँ पर है, सो एल्प्स माउंटेन्स यहाँ पर है. ओके, सो रॉकीज यहाँ पर है. यू शुड, द मैप शुड कम टू योर माइंड. इफ यू डू दिस, योर आंसर रेटिंग भी बहुत बढ़िया रहेगा. जहाँ पर आपको मैप लिखना है, मैप्स तो लिखना है, जियोग्राफी में नहीं, खाली जियोग्राफी नहीं, सिक्योरिटी में भी लिख सकते हो, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट में लिख सकते हो, एनवायरमेंट में लिख सकते हो, है ना, IR में लिख सकते हो, बहुत जगह में मैप्स बना सकते हो. एंड एवरी मैप विल गिव यू हाफ मार्क एक्स्ट्रा. ओके, अगर डिस्क्राइब कर लो, इलुस्ट्रेट कर लो, ऐसा कीवर्ड आ गया तो 1 मार्क एक्स्ट्रा. ओके, सो प्लीज यूज वॉल मैप फॉर रिविजन, बोथ वर्ल्ड, प्रिफरेबली वर्ल्ड फिजिकल एंड देन इंडिया फिजिकल. ठीक है, ये दोनों तो कंपलसरी है. अगर और जगह है तो 2 और लगा सकते हो, चारों वॉल पे 4 लगा दो. ठीक है. सो रिविजन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट हियर. एंड इन द क्लास यू हैव टू बी वेरी क्विक. थोड़ा सा क्विक होना चाहिए, उसके लिए बात भी कम करना चाहिए. यू टॉक टू द नेक्स्ट पर्सन ओनली इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई द लोकेशन. ओके, जितना क्विक रहोगे उतना आपके लिए फायदा है. मेरे पास तो बहुत सारा लोकेशंस है, ये आपके ऊपर डिपेंड होगा जितना आप एक्सट्रैक्ट करोगे मेरे से. ठीक है, शैल वी स्टार्ट? ठीक है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द वर्ल्ड पॉलिटिकल पार्ट. Okay, so we have total of 7 sections to be covered. My major emphasis will be on world political, India physical, India environment. बाकी सारा तो broadly cover करेंगे. And I believe that you will be able to add on. Okay, because 100% coverage तो कहीं पे भी नहीं होगा. So whenever you are revising from textbooks, whenever you are revising from current affairs, if you get extra information or extra location, please add it here only in your mapping class, mapping notes. So world political में what is the nature of questioning? Okay, so important themes of questioning in world political. One is mainly related to border. Okay, so bordering country भी हो सकता है. Okay, for example, okay, so last year there was a before last year there was a question on bordering countries of Ukraine. Okay, so and there was a question on bordering countries of Afghanistan. ये रैंडमली नहीं पूछेंगे, जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, स्ट्रैटेजिकली सिग्निफिकेंट है, करंट अफेयर्स में है, उसी का ही होगा. अदर दैन दिस, द सीस, बॉर्डरिंग सीस. ओके, लास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चन था बॉर्डरिंग कंट्रीज ऑफ नॉर्थ सी. ओके, तो वो तो याद रखना है. दिस इज वन ऑफ द फेवरेट थीम. सो अदर दैन दिस, द इंपॉर्टेंट एरिया विच हैव टू कवर इज द सिटीज, इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज. ओके, सो बोथ इंपॉर्टेंट कैपिटल्स, नॉट ऑल द कैपिटल्स, ऐसे वाला जमाना तो चला गया जहां पर आपको सारा कैपिटल्स मगअप करना है, वैसे तो बिल्कुल नहीं है, ओनली दोस सिग्निफिकेंट वन एंड अदर इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज. द रिलेवेंस इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. Okay, so along with the location. The third aspect is related to the regions in news. Within the countries, there are few important regions would be there. So why that region is in news and which part of the country or which part of the continent it is located. Okay, so here the question can come directly region and country or region and news. या country and news भी हो सकता है. In addition to that, while doing this aspect, we'll also identify those groupings. Okay, so important grouping. For example, we are talking about SARC countries. So South Asia का बात कर रहे हो, SARC countries कौन कौन सा है? Okay, so West Asia का बात कर रहे हो, so GCC का members कौन कौन सा है? Okay, we'll try to identify some of the important groups also. And important events. Okay, so recently held events, international summits. Okay, so यही major focus होगा when we talk about the world political aspect. We will not be covering each and every country. I'll be giving you the important ones which is relevant for UPSC, which you have to remember. Okay, so and depending upon the importance, I'll give you the coverage. Okay, so जो ज़्यादा important नहीं है, so we'll just identify the location and move ahead. So ज़्यादा important है, तो उसको थोड़ा सा और डिटेल में हम देखेंगे. ठीक है? This is about the world political. So before we start, let's see. आपको तो बेसिक्स तो पता होना चाहिए, कितना पता है देखते हैं. Yeah, so by the way, this is Google Earth. You can also use this. So free software है, लैपटॉप में भी मिलेगा, मोबाइल में भी मिलेगा, and this gives you a better representation than just Google Map because Google Map is completely flat. Google Earth में आपको 3-dimensional जैसे मिलेगा, so it is better to visualize. ठीक है? एंड जो भी करंट रिलेटेड लोकेशंस जो न्यूज़ में हैं आप आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर सकते हो अटलस में, सो वेरी इजी, कम हियर, सर्च, यू विल गेट द लोकेशन एंड देन गो टू द रेस्पेक्टिव पेज ऑफ द अटलस, यू विल इजीली फाइंड इट. ठीक है? सो टॉकिंग अबाउट द बेसिक्स, हाउ मेनी कॉन्टिनेंट्स डू वी हैव? 7 कॉन्टिनेंट्स. हाउ मेनी ओशंस डू वी हैव? 5 ओशंस. ठीक है. सो इज देयर अ टेक्निकल डेफिनेशन फॉर कॉन्टिनेंट? हाउ डू वी डिफाइन कॉन्टिनेंट? Large landmass surrounded by water. So that is dictionary definition. There is no technical definition for continent as such. It is not defined by anyone, any organization. It is basically just the landmass which is divided into 7 different parts for our own convenience. ये हमारा convenience ही है and ये totally by convention ही जाता है. There is no technical definition at all for defining, you know, so a continent. What is continent? ठीक है? And whatever the landmass which is there, which is above the water, because it's only 29% of the Earth's surface. This entire landmass is divided into a 7 continent. बताइए, what are the 7 continents? Give me the order from smallest to largest. What is the smallest continent? Oceania. Oceania. Okay, this is the Oceania continent. It includes Australia as well as the surrounding islands, New Zealand, as well as large number of Pacific islands. Okay, this is Oceania. The second, Europe. Okay, so this is Europe. It is attached by landmass. It is attached to Asian continent. Okay. Next, Antarctica. The 5th largest continent is Antarctica. Totally not at all connected with any other continent, totally free, totally surrounded by oceans only. Next largest, South America. South America is attached to North America. Okay, then comes North America. Okay, so North America and Asia are not attached, they are separate here. And then the second largest is Africa and the first largest is Asia, Asian continent. Fine. So give me the order of oceans. We have 5 oceans. Which is the largest ocean? Pacific Ocean. This is Pacific Ocean. Second largest is Atlantic Ocean. Okay, this is Atlantic Ocean. Third is Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean. Fourth largest is Southern Ocean. The ocean around Antarctica. The fifth largest is Arctic. That is the smallest of all the oceans. So in this Pacific is the largest. It is not only the largest, it is also the deepest. ये तो बस बेसिक इंट्रोडक्शन है, अगर चाहिए तो लिखो, नहीं तो ऐसे ही सुनो, ठीक है. सो एग्जैक्ट लोकेशन तो बाद में कवर करते हैं इसका. Pacific is the largest as well as deepest. Okay, so why is this called as the deepest ocean? Not only Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench is just one of the trench. I am talking the average depth of, if you take all the oceans, the average depth, the Pacific Ocean has the deepest. Because not only Mariana Trench, there are large number of trenches here. It is totally surrounded by trenches on all the sides, both from the west as well as towards the east. From the west, it's mainly because of ocean convergent plate boundary. That creates subduction and trenches. Okay, so you can very clearly notice these lines, dark blue lines, these are the trenches, and they are the deepest parts of the oceanic floor, which is almost double the normal depth. Normal depth 4000 5000 meters है तो trench में हो जाएगा around 8000 to 10,000 meters. So totally surrounded by trenches on all the sides, therefore this is the deepest. And trenches are also the regions where volcanic activities and earthquakes would happen most frequently. Therefore Pacific Ocean is also called as Pacific Ring of Fire. It is totally surrounded by trenches on all the sides, right? So therefore it is referring to this Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay, so and this is so big that from one side if you try to see the earth, you will see only Pacific Ocean. ऐसा लगता है कि landmass बहुत बहुत limited है ना? It is almost double the size of Atlantic Ocean. ठीक है? Atlantic Ocean is the youngest ocean by age. Youngest ocean by age. Age of formation, not declaration. Age of formation. So because 200 million years ago there was no Atlantic Ocean, South America was attached with Africa, North America was attached with Eurasia. After both of them got separated, this entire Atlantic Ocean opened up. And you can very clearly see the presence of a huge mid-oceanic ridge, the largest, longest physical feature on the surface of Earth. Is it right? It extends all the way from here. Okay, so even it goes beyond Iceland and extends all the way up till the Southern Ocean. नीचे तक आता है. The longest physical feature on the surface of Earth is mid-Atlantic ridge. ठीक है? Third one is Indian Ocean, the only ocean to be named after a particular country, our India. ठीक है? The speciality of Indian Ocean, the last century was dominated by Atlantic Ocean. This century will be dominated by Indian Ocean. Most of the trade goes through Indian Ocean. It is one of the most strategic locations. Everyone wants to have their base in Indian Ocean. Okay, most of the developing countries, including China, also wants to come here and so kind of show some control here. That is why they have this string of pearls theory. You must have heard about it. Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean. It is the most vulnerable ocean because the ice is melting at a very, very fast rate thanks to global warming. Okay, so it's because of that its nature itself is changing. Okay, so you would have read about this in environment. The last ocean is Southern Ocean. Till 2000 there were only 4 oceans. There were only 4 oceans. It was in the year 2000 the 5th ocean of Southern Ocean was declared. The official word is Southern Ocean, and informally it is called as Antarctic Ocean. Okay, so informally बुलाते हैं. It was in the year 2000 the International Hydrographic Organization. International Hydrographic Organization demarcated the region around Antarctica as the 5th ocean. What is the limit? 60 degree south. The waters up to 60 degrees south latitude, okay, from the coast of Antarctica up to 60 degrees south latitude, this water is what is called as Southern Ocean. What is the reason behind this declaration? Why this was declared separately? Earlier it was part of the respective oceans. तो यहाँ पर था Pacific Ocean, यहाँ पर था Atlantic Ocean, यहाँ पर था Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean used to come till here. Now they have demarcated it separately. Why? Yes. You know, there is a very strong ocean current around Antarctica which keeps circulating around Antarctica. West wind drift, circum-Antarctic current, under the influence of strong westerlies. So therefore this water doesn't mix up with the other waters very easily. Its temperature, salinity, density, everything is little bit different, and it is because of the different nature it has been identified as a separate ocean. It is one of the roughest of all the oceans. Very, very difficult to cross. We could not reach reach Antarctica till 1820. It's mainly because of its nature only. बहुत strong है, बहुत strong waves आते हैं. Okay, only when we are able to develop this bigger size ships, we are able to reach over there. ठीक है. So अभी oceans और continents का borders बता दीजिए. What are the continents surrounding Pacific Ocean? This side North America and South America, and this side Asia and Oceania. Okay, what about Antarctica? Antarctica has no coast in any other ocean other than Southern Ocean. It is totally surrounded by Southern Ocean. Atlantic Ocean coast, North America and Europe, South America and Africa, no Asia. Okay, Indian Ocean, Asia, Africa, Oceania. Arctic Ocean, North America, Europe, Asia. ठीक है. Which is the deepest point of all the oceans? Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench. Open your world map, world physical map. Near to Philippines, you will be able to find this location, Challenger Deep. This location, Challenger Deep, near to Philippines. मिला है? Challenger Deep. It's part of Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench is that entire region. In that, the deepest point is Challenger Deep. अभी दिखेगा? चलिए रुकिए, मैप के ऊपर करता हूँ रुकिए. वर्ल्ड फिजिकल में तो दिया ही होगा. प्लीज ओपन फिजिकल मैप. ओके, नॉट द कॉन्टिनेंट्स. So somewhere here you'll find it. This is Mariana Trench. ये Mariana Trench है, यहाँ पर मार्क कर लो, Challenger Deep. This is the deepest point on the surface of Earth. Okay, from the mean sea level, its depth goes up to nearly 11,000 meters. Okay, so approximately around 11,000 meters, slightly short of it. The deepest point on the surface of Earth. So now, let's start with Asian continent. For those who are completely new to Atlas, let me introduce you to Atlas. See, any atlas usually it has the same pattern. It starts with India maps. Okay, it starts with India maps, usually the physical map and then political map and the detailed state maps. And after state maps, there are many thematic maps. And all these thematic maps are going to be very useful if you follow it. Okay, थोड़ा सा ठीक से देखा तो बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगा. जियोग्राफी, एनवायरनमेंट, डिजास्टर्स, हिस्ट्री, बहुत सारा रिवाइज कर सकते हो. एंड वंस यू पास थ्रू दैट, यू आर इन कॉन्टिनेंट्स. यूजुअली इट स्टार्ट्स विथ एशियन कॉन्टिनेंट. ओके, प्लीज ट्राई टू रिमेंबर द ऑर्डर. जो भी आपके एटलस में जो भी ऑर्डर है ना, उसको याद रखो, बिकॉज इट विल बी ईजियर टू फ्लिप थ्रू. पॉलिटिकल, फिजिकल, एशिया. देन आफ्टर एशिया, एशिया का कुछ पार्ट्स थोड़ा डिटेल में दिया होगा. Okay, so there are different parts of Asia. Okay, that will cover it. Then Europe. ठीक है. And after Europe, it's usually either Africa or North America. Okay, so North America है तो साथ में South America. Okay, so and then Africa. और अफ्रीका पहले है तो वो पहले हो जाएगा Africa. And then finally Oceania. Okay, so this is Oceania. And after that there will be maps of polar regions also. Polar regions का भी map होगा देखो. Okay, so polar regions and then the world physical and then world political. Okay, we are going to cover it continent wise. Political aspect we will cover continent wise and then physical and economic we will cover it completely. साथ में होगा वो, क्योंकि पहले आपको आइडिया होना चाहिए कहाँ पर कैसे है, लाइक कौन सी चीज़ है, कौन सी कंट्री है, ये पहले पता होना चाहिए.